Hello, now I'm going to show you how to create masters on the payroll. First we put the company login ID and password. This is the dashboard of Paymaster. Then we will look at masters. First we go to placement, then department. Click on add new, enter department code, department name. We can also set maximum employee in department, then click on save and continue. So that's the way how to create department. So if you have a sub-department, maybe under accounts, maybe having purchasing, could be having finance. So you can also add the sub-department. Now we look at designation, so here you can add designation, or you can also import. Then we have category. Category will be you can classify your employees as technical and non-technical. Or you could be having union staff and non-union staff. Then we have wages for casual, so here we put the wages. You can also create your rates per hour. Then we have salary grade. Enter the grade name and basic salary monthly or yearly. You can also select information like housing, provident fund, pension as per your requirement. Then we have loan setup. Here click on add, enter all the details as per given options, then click on save. You can also import data. Then we have benefit group. So we have servants, services, agricultural employees and others. Then we have benefits. So as per this list, we have what is prescribed by the Kenya Revenue Authority as benefits. So if you have another non-cash benefit that is not listed here, you can create. So to create, you just click on add and you give the code of the benefit and enter the details, then save. Then we have PF scheme. PF is provident fund. Enter the PF scheme and save. So the same we have with pension scheme. So you add, you'll have pension scheme. Then we save so you can have as many as possible. Then we have reason for leaving. Click on add. Enter code and reason for leaving. You can also specify gratuity. Then we have bank setup. Click on add new, enter bank and bank code. You can also import data. Then we have bank branch. Click on add new, then select bank, enter the details and click on save. Then we look at earning deduction. So here is where we create the allowances that employees enjoy. So I'll go to earning setup. So by default, we have OT1, OT2 and absent. So I'll add others. So for example, we have leave pay. So leave pay calculation type is a rate. It is taxable, and NSSF and NHIF is calculated on it. Then we allow single entry so that someone cannot post twice. So maintain balance, that is if it is like a saving for the circle shares. Then we click here on formula and create the formula for the rate. So for example, it will be basic. For example, for leave pay, maybe it is basic divide by 30. So you'll put the number of days to be paid. And we save. That is how we create earnings. I'm going to show you how to create deductions. By default, we have salary advance. We'll add a new one. Here we can have so many deductions. You can have your circle shares, which could be fixed or variable. Then we save. Next, we look at Earning Deduction Profile. Earning Deduction Profile is depending on the number of allowances and deductions you've created in the system. Some allowances will be applicable to only specific individuals. Maybe management staff would be getting certain allowances that are not applicable to other employees. You can have as many profiles as possible. By default, we just have one default profile. You can add another one and give it a name, then save. Next, we look at adding deduction profile assignment. The profile that we have created, default profile. By default, it will have all the deductions that you have created. If certain allowances are not applicable for certain profile, you can remove by clicking on Delete. Then you save. That is Earning Deduction Profile Assignment. Then we have Cost Center. Here you can create the cost center. This is mostly for NGOs and governmental organization. Salaries come from different grants. You give the code, then you give the grant. And then click on Save. Then we have Cost Center Profile. We add. So we create a profile, maybe for HODs. So we'll say HODs, their salaries from UNDP will be 70% and the remainder 30%. So the total percentage should be 100. Then you save. So this profile you will assign to employees. Then their salaries will be split as per the cost center. So that is all under Masters. Next we look at employee details. I'm going to show you how to create an employee. Click on Employee, then Employee Details, then click on Add New. Enter all details like employee code, employee type, payroll number, employee personal details, insurance details, statutory deduction, miscellaneous, salary information, housing information, contribution information, and many more. Then we have employee separation. If someone is leaving the company, then click on Add New, select Employee, enter leaving date, then reason for leaving, and then click on Save. Now I am going to show you how to prepare payroll. When you prepare the payroll, you select the month that you want to prepare the payroll. So I'll go to month and choose the month that you want to prepare the payroll. So let's say I want to prepare payroll for March. I'll choose the month. Then I'll choose the regular period. Then we go to regulars, then payroll periods, then select Create Payroll Period. Click on Add New, you choose the date. I can select the period I want to pay. So I'll choose that. Then we'll save. Then we will create payslip. And click on Multiple so that it creates for all employees. Once you've created a payroll and you have added a new staff, then you'll do Single. So if you don't create payslip, you'll not be able to post any transaction without creating payslip. So next, after we create payslip, we go to Earning Deduction Posting. Then we add data according to form. Then we have loan vouchers. So if you have loans, this is where you post the loans. Then we click on Add New. You choose the loan application date, choose the employee, choose the loan type. put the loan amount. Put the fixed monthly installment. Click on Calculate Schedule. Click on Save. Then we have Payroll Calculation. So under Payroll Calculation, we have a single employee or multiple. So we always go for multiple, so that I can do for many employees at one group. Then you click Calculate Payroll. Once payroll calculation is done, we can generate payslip and reports, so you choose the employee. Then we have payslip option, select employee. Here is payslip. We can email payslips sent message. Next we look at deleting payslip. So maybe if you have prepared a payroll and certain employees are not supposed to be paid on that payroll, you can come and delete their pay slip so that the salary is not processed. Next we look at salary revision. So salary revision is for increment of salaries in bulk. So we come to add new. So we have changed type, whether it is percentage or a fixed amount, or you're adding or you're reducing or you're replacing. Then click on Save. Then we have service gratuity. So for employees who are being terminated, you can pay them gratuity if it's applicable to them. So we come up to add new. Then we have earning deduction voucher. So here we post payments and deductions that you want to cover for a certain number of months. For casual period, I will show you where to create it from. First go to casuals, then payroll period, then create payroll period. Select the month and date, then click on Save. Then create payslip and earning deduction type same as regulars. Then we look at work hours posting. So for casuals, for their basic to be calculated, they must have work hours. So we add these select employees, put the number of days present. We also have an option to import. If there are many employees, you click on Import, then Upload File. Others things same as regulars.